Hi dear students, good morning. And today we are going on with the continuation of the lesson. We were discussing with the second unit, the world of trees, and we have completed the section 2, the blossom tree, and we are going on with the grammar parts. The first part of grammar discussed in the lesson is articles. There are two types of articles. The first one is indefinite articles. A and an are the indefinite articles, and the is the definite article, that is the second type. I'm going to continue the lesson now. Listen to me now. You have already learned about articles. A is an article, an is an article, the is an article. A and an we are using only with singular nouns. And when we are using a plural noun or we are using an uncountable noun, we will be using only the word some. What is an uncountable noun? Those things which we cannot count. For example, water is an uncountable noun. How can we count water? We cannot count it, we can only measure it. So such words are known as uncountable nouns. Now let us see how we are going to use a, how we are going to use an. For example, a tree and an apple. What is the difference between tree and apple as the nouns? Of course, the beginning sound is different there. One is used with a consonant sound. T is a consonant sound. Tree. The letter T is a consonant letter and T is a consonant sound. And at the same time, apple. A is a vowel letter. A is a vowel sound. Hope you have learned about these sounds from your primary and your KG levels, and you have learned about the vowel and consonant differences where we are using a and an in the sentences. And let's go with the article the definite article. It is used with both singular and plural things. It has no partition between the singular or plural things, and even it is used for the uncountable nouns also. Now let us have a look at the exercise part. Here you have some exercise in your textbook. What you have to do is you have to use the articles a or an or the suitably in the space given. If there is no space, if there is no article needed in the space, what you have to do is just put an into mark in that space. Now I'm going to read the first sentence for you. There are two blanks in that first sentence itself. I'm going to read for you the correct answer of the first sentence. In question number 1. Once upon a time, the first article A is being used there. There were large forests in India where numerous kinds of trees grow. Here in the first sentence, in the first line, we have used an article, it is A. And in the second one, there is no article being used, so you can put an into mark there. Like that, you have to complete both the exercises. And now we'll go for the workbook part. Here I am sharing the first page of the second unit, page number 18. Here you can read the page. Hope you all have the text. You can read the page. There is a number of examples which are taken directly from the textbook. You are expected to read all of them very well so that you will understand it very clear. And if you have any doubts, you can talk to me in WhatsApp, or you can share the doubts to me when we are going on with the live interaction. Now in page number 19 also the examples are coming, and after that in page number 19 itself there is an exercise coming which is expecting you to complete the sentences, the dialogues using a, an or the suitably. The first one I'll do for you. The Kumars have got a very fierce dog. How do you know? It bit a postman and a neighbor. So in the first exercise, in both the points, we have to add the article a, the indefinite article a, to fill the gaps. Hope you understood that. And the rest two, second, third, fourth and fifth exercises are there. To do the same way, you have to do that as a homework and share it to me today itself before 6 o'clock in the evening. Now we are talking about exercise number A, and now we'll go with exercise number B, where you have to use articles a and or the suitably for the sports headlines. The first one I'm going to do for you. First exercise, Sunil Chhetri scores a hat-trick for India. The article A is being suitably used there. You have to complete the other 4 exercises the same way. Now we'll go for the exercise C here. You have to find out and tick which all sentences are being used suitably with an article. If the article is not needed and that is used also, you have to mark it. If it is used correctly, you have to put a tick mark. If it is wrongly done, then you have to put an into mark. 3 examples are given here before starting the exercise, and after that you have got 5 exercises. All the 5 exercises you have got a space to put a tick mark or an into mark, and then you have to mark it correctly after reading the sentence and identifying whether the article is used correctly or not. Okay, now we have discussed about the articles. There are 2 types of articles as we have learned before. There are the indefinite articles a and an, the definite article the. Hope you understood the portion. Now we are going on with the next portion, that is the reflexive pronouns. I'm going to say what is a reflexive pronoun. Before that, you have learned about pronouns in the previous class, and you have learned about some type of pronouns like personal pronouns. Now we'll see what is a reflexive pronoun. Listen with me now. You can see the definition of reflexive pronouns here. A reflexive pronoun shows that the action of the verb in the sentence affects the person who performs the action. Very simply saying, the words like himself, herself, myself, their self, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves, they are the reflexive pronouns. Now let's have a look at the exercise part. In page number 44, exercise B is mentioning about the reflexive pronouns. Let's see, the first one is already done for you. The answer is himself, and that is given there. And next 9 questions are there. All the 9 you have to do as a homework and submit to me before 6 o'clock in the evening today itself. Now let's have a look at the workbook, and we have to go with page number 21. There you are given a short explanation of reflexive pronoun and enough examples. And in page number 22, there is a table given here that shows how reflexive pronouns are being formed. For I, we will use myself. For it, itself. You, yourself. He, himself. She, herself. And for you, plural, we will use yourselves. They, themselves. This is the way how reflexive pronouns are being formed from pronouns. Now we'll go for the exercise part. Exercise D is to fill up the reflexive pronouns suitably to complete the sentences. And the first one already has been done here also. And the exercise E is to underline the correct answer in each sentence. What you have to do here is, there are 2 options given in the bracket. You have to choose the correct one and to underline that for the sentence. And here the first one is already done for you. Her and herself are the options here, and the answer is herself, and that is being underlined. The same way you have to do another 5 exercises. Now let's have a look at the vocabulary part. 5 words are given in your text related to vocabulary. We'll see what is the meaning of these words and how they are used in sentences.
There are 5 words given here: agile, furry, scaly, feline, slow. All these 5 words are used sometimes to describe animals. You have to find out from the dictionary which word is suitable for the following animals given in the next page, page number 45. There are a few animals names given: deer, rabbit, turtle, leopard, lion and snail. You have to find out which quality is suitable for which animal. Now the first one already has been done for you. Agile is good for deer and it's not good for scaly. And you have to find out, is it good for some other, if other qualities also suitable for deer, or if this agile is suitable for the other animals also. Like that you have to find out and you have to complete the table. The word meaning of the word agile is moving quickly or easily, which means this word is suitable for rabbit and leopard and lion, but it's not suitable for turtle and snail. Hope you understood how you have to do it here. Now let's have a look at some other vocabulary part. Some phrases are given here: look at somebody or something, look after somebody or something, look for somebody or something, look into something, look through somebody or something. The first phrase is look at, and the meaning of the word look at is to direct your eyes towards someone or something so that you can see them. Now the second word given here is look after. The meaning is to take care of someone, like the elderly people and all. And the next one is look for. The meaning is to search or hunt, or to expect or anticipate. The next word is look into, and the meaning is try to discover the facts about something, such as the ways to solve a crime or something like that. And the last one which is given in the text is look through, and the meaning is to read or briefly examine some of the pages of a magazine, a book or something like that. Now here comes the exercise part. Here you have to complete the sentences by using the verbs, the phrases which are given above suitably, and the verb form which you can change accordingly according to the situation. For example, look at, if you want, you can use it as looking at, looked at, and all those things. The first exercise is Abhishek looked through his notes before his examination this morning. Now the same way you have to fill all the other exercises. You have 5 exercises totally, and the first one I have already done for you. All the 4 others which are there in page number 45 you have to do. Now let's have a look at the workbook also. And here the first exercise is punctuating the sentence. What you have to do is, in the sentences given here, one word with one spelling missing is given. The first one is everyone in our English class knows that the earth is round. In that sentence 3 letters are missing. The first letter in everyone is missing, the first letter in English is missing, and the first letter in earth is missing. So, and the letter is given in bracket. You have to use either the capital letter form or the small letter form of the letter E in all the 3 places suitably. That's what you have to do. And the same way in the second sentence, the letter T is missing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sequences. All the 5 sequences you have to understand whether the capital letter form of T is to be used or the small letter form of T is to be used, and you have to use it correctly. Now I hope you understood that part. We'll go with the next exercise in page number 23, and exercise in words in action, exercise number A, that is to fill in the blanks with the suitable options provided from the bracket. There are options given in the bracket. You have to select the suitable word to complete all the sentences. That's what you are expected to do. And that exercise has 5 parts. All the 5 sentences you have to fill suitably. The first sentence is, you are the only person who has ever understood me. The options are alone, unique, lonely, and only. And the answer is only. Same way you have to complete all the other 4 sentences also, selecting the suitable answer from the bracket given with the sentence. And the next one is a very easy work for you. I am very sure. Here you have to match the words in both the columns. One column is having the words and the next column is having the meanings. Hope you will be able to do that very well. I am not going to say the answer as it is a very simple work. Now matching the words and their meanings was exercise number B. Now we are going on with a related work, that is exercise number C. Here you have to choose the words, suitable words from exercise number B, and to fill the sentences given in the exercise number C. Hope you understood what you have to do. Only 3 exercises are there and you have to fill them suitably from the words selected from the exercise number B. I'm doing the first one of the exercise. The dog ran away with a large piece of cake. Hope you understood now how to do the exercise part. You can use the words selected from either the first box or from the second box, which is suitable, which is correct meaning. You have to use it accordingly. 2 more exercises are there that you have to do as a homework. Now we'll go with the exercise D in page number 24. This is to identify the pairs which are given in the text, whether they are right or not. Put a tick mark against the right ones and rewrite them in the dash given, and put an into mark against the incorrect ones and rewrite them correctly in the dash given. That's what you have to do. Bread and jam is the right option. You have to tick in the bracket and to rewrite them same. Needle and shirt is a wrong pair. You have to find out which is the right pair, and that you have to write here in the bracket. You have to put a cross mark. Hope you understood that. You have total 10 exercise parts like that. You have to do that in the workbook only. You don't want to think of doing it in the notebook. The next activity is the listening part. We'll do it in WhatsApp. That will be better, I think. Then you will get enough time to listen to the audio. I will share the audio in WhatsApp. That will be easy, I think, and we'll do it there. Now we'll go with the writing section. Here you are given with a table in the next page, page number 47. And the table is explaining some information about the tamarind trees. Study the information very well, read them very well, understand it very well, and you have to write on the basis of the understanding of the table. Here there is a space given. What you have to write in paragraph number, you have to summarize in the box given down. And then what you have to write in paragraph number 2, what you have to write in paragraph number 3, you have to summarize it here. And in your notebook, you have to write it as an essay which contains 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs. Now we'll continue with the writing exercise in your workbook. That is a story named Poet and Businessman, and the sentences of the story are not given in the correct order. There are 14 sentences totally. You have to find out which sentence comes in the first as a beginning sentence, which comes in the second, which comes in the third, like that. You have to arrange them correctly. Before that, you have to read the sentences given correctly, number them, and then at last you have to write them as a complete story in the given space. And here now we go to an end to the unit 2. We have already done all the 3 lessons in unit 2. Hope you remember the first lesson was about the redwoods, and the second lesson was a beautiful story, the blossom tree, and the third one was a poem, the banyan tree. Hope you enjoyed all the 3 lessons in unit 2. And here we are going on with an end to the unit. We'll be continuing with the next unit in the next class. Complete all the homeworks for today evening before 6 o'clock and share it to me in WhatsApp. And if you have any doubts, you can call me or you can have a chat with me in WhatsApp.
Hope you understood the lesson very well. Thank you. Have a nice day.